Todd, you happy with maybe what you've seen the last couple of games? You've got some practices in now with this group, changed the lines around a bit. You're scoring some goals. Just a thought on maybe where you're at as you start this trip.
Well, we're certainly better than we were when we began the homestand against this team coming out of the break. Practices, I think, were important. We had an opportunity to work on a number of things. The shuffle and lines, that proof will come over the long term, not just 2 games. But this trip's going to be taxing. It's going to be a tough trip. We play quality teams. The level of play at this time of the year goes way up because teams are getting very desperate. Players have a tendency to pick their play up around trade deadline for a number of different reasons. So we'll be challenged. I'm looking forward to seeing how our team responds.
I know you have a healthy respect for all the clubs in the NHL, but Chicago, in many respects, I would think they're the type of team that basically every other organization wishes they could be.
Well, they certainly have done a good job, and their 3 cups prove it. So once you start winning like that on a regular basis and you turn your team over, as Stan has here, it shows that you have depth, you have good coaching, you have great leadership, you have tremendous players, and obviously great ownership. So we have a lot of those things in place, I believe, in Edmonton. We've just got to get rolling now and get winning. But they are a model franchise for a number of teams in the league that would like to emulate what they've done. They've done it a certain way. Los Angeles did it a different way with big and heavy. Obviously Pittsburgh. My days in Detroit, everybody wanted to emulate what the Red Wings were doing. So that's what winning promotes around the league. And we're working hard to become one of those teams that other teams would like to emulate.
This is Connor's first game at the United Center. He missed the 2 games last year. For you, is it an intimidating place to play, or is it a place where you can't help but get electrified and jacked up, even as a coach sitting on the bench watching you? Do you have to rein them in a bit, or give me a thought as to how do you deal with that energy that's always there in this building?
Well, I think every player is different. A number of our players have been in this building numerous times. They understand the atmosphere, the feel. It begins with the anthem, but our team, our players, and many in the league have played in different environments, tight games, hostile environments, quiet environments. For me, it's more about the team we play against here. They're a very good team at home. They play fast. They play aggressive. They're a momentum team here. Once they get rolling, they're hard to stop. The byproduct is the fans, the arena, and that type of stuff. So let's focus on what's going on the ice surface and get ourselves prepared for a tough night.
They haven't played in a week, and you guys know yourselves what it's like to come out of the break. What are they going through, and do you guys sense that this is an opportunity to really jump on a team?
Well, whether they haven't played for a week or not, we want to take advantage of every opportunity on a nightly basis. But over the last little bit, teams that have been coming off their break tend to have a tough time and maybe aren't as successful as the ones that are playing. It's our job. It's not a right, but it's our job to continue that trend. I don't think the task will be easy. They're a veteran team. They played a lot of hockey. Their rest may help them more than it hurts them, just because of the games that Taves and Kane and Keith and Seabrook and those type of players have played over the last 5 or 6 years. So it may be different. I don't know. We'll find out.
But coaching, this is a long trip over a lot of days, a lot of miles and stuff. Do you map this out in advance, and is it a moving target in terms of how you rest the team, practice the team?
Well, we've mapped it out somewhat, but I would say it can always revert back to being a moving target. The good thing now, the positive thing about our 5-day break is that we're not going into it too overly fatigued or anything like that. As the road trip wears on, we'll certainly get to that point, and then we'll have to manage players and lineup. But we're starting fresh. We get a 2-day break in Florida right off the bat, sunshine, a little life and energy, and then we get back at it. So there's no doubt it'll be a tough one. We know that, and we've done a good job on the road to this point. Why not keep it going?